Samurai Champloo has one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. The music fits the tone and themes of the show perfectly. Samurai Champloo has mostly a very calm yet quirky atmosphere. The whole show is about going on a journey through a primarily rural Edo-era Japan, except the entire thing also has a very hip-hop aesthetic. The soundtrack of the show features a lot of hip-hop tracks with quirky, calming, and atmospheric electronic instrumentals, and also some more lo-fi hip-hop sounding tracks that feature samples from jazz and older hip-hop tracks. These songs serve as the perfect backdrop to accompany the journey of the main characters, Fu, Mugen, and Jin, as they search to find the samurai who smells of sunflowers. One of the most famous tracks to come out of Samurai Champloo is the song Aurorian Dance by Japanese hip-hop producer Nujabes. This track appears in 2 episodes in Samurai Champloo, Episode 6 and Episode 23. For example, in Episode 6 of Samurai Champloo, the episode revolves around a Dutch man named Isaac, who the 3 main characters of the show meet while traveling in Edo. The Japanese try and persecute Isaac during this episode because they hate Westerners. Isaac has been previously exiled from his homeland for being gay and arrived in Japan because he read a book about how samurai form strong male relationships with each other through training and thought he would be accepted in Japan. Turns out the Japanese hate Westerners and try and arrest Isaac, but it's then revealed that Isaac is from the Dutch East Indian Company and only has permission to speak to the shogun in the land. He's on special orders, and they try to arrest him because he tried to speak to the commoners of the land. Throughout this whole fiasco, Fu, Mugen, and Jim help Isaac out and try and fight for him. They eventually get him safe and send him off on a bridge in a very emotional scene. This is the scene where Aurorian Dance by Nujabes plays in the background. This track perfectly captures the emotions displayed in the scene. Isaac feels bittersweet in a way. He's sad because he feels like he has no place where he's accepted, but at the same time wishes for a better future where the Japanese will treat Westerners better. The melancholic yet hopeful tone of Aurorian Dance reflects this emotion beautifully, and it's a great closing track to the episode. This is just one example of a scene that was made much better by the soundtrack accompanying it. This is the effect that the music of Samurai Champloo has. It uses music as a language to communicate the emotions within it so well. The Samurai Champloo soundtrack has many different contributing artists, though the most well-known artist who worked on it is Nujabes. Nujabes is the producer who made the track Aurorian Dance, and he was a big influence on the lo-fi hip-hop genre. Just go on YouTube and type in lo-fi hip-hop, and you'll find a ton of playlists, mixes, and compilations of lo-fi hip-hop tracks. A common theme in these tracks and in the work of Nujabes is a mixture of jazz and other musical samples with electronic drum loops placed over them. This sort of juxtaposition of the new and the old is what creates a sense of nostalgia, but at the same time a feeling of deep inspiration. And this is present in Samurai Champloo as well, because of the mixture of Edo-era Japanese culture and modern-day culture. That's all for this video though. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want more content in the future. I'll see you in the next one.